All righty. It is Monday, October 23rd, 2023, and we are here to discuss the season finale of the Challenge USA Season 2. I'm excited to talk about this with you guys because I thought it was a good final. I thought this was a good final.
Agreed.
And I'm
for
also
the most part.
yeah. There are definitely little things that we can talk about that weren't my favorite, but we'll get there. And then I'm very excited that we will be doing our draft for the Challenge 39 because this cast is wild. I can't wait to see how these teams shake out.
Firecast.
So hey, let's kick this off, right? Hey,
let's.
All right. So we really wasted no time getting right into the final in this episode, in this finale episode. We really pretty much just had our challengers line right up in front of TJ. And he started, I totally realized that I just skipped introducing everybody.
No
so
introduction.
Let's go back a second.
You just said, all right,
I was opening up the private chat to write, who are we?
I started to see the looks.
I have something to say. I don't give a crap who y'all are.
I started to see the looks, and then I realized, I forgot to do something. My name is John Dunphy Williams. I am standing Miss Desi Williams. And I'm joined, as always, by my ride or dies, Mr. Kyle Petty Underwood, standing, of course, Mr. Chris Underwood, and Miss Gina Miss Gina Morgino Martinez, standing Josh Martinez. We are Strat Chat. Yeah, we're Strat Chat, your favorite reality TV podcast. Find us on the socials at Strat Chat Pod, everywhere, including Blue Sky. Okay, we're out there. Find us. Okay.
We're quiet on this guy. We're quiet.
A little quiet, but not Clue and Blue, right?
It's not Clue
and Blue.
But if you hit us up, we'll send you an invite code so we can get it popping over there. Let's go. Blue Sky. Hey. Blue Sky.
All right. So now let's kick this off and start talking about this final. We had our challengers come out onto the field. TJ was there and he started breaking down how this final was going to work. Now, what we learned was that the way this was going to go, I felt like this was a little different. Have we seen this sort of format before? TJ said we were going to have 4 trials to start off. And then the second day of the final would be this 10-mile race with a couple of risk stations mixed in. But I feel like normally what we see is a huge race that has these checkpoints and the trials that we saw that took place on day 1 are kind of mixed into the race. And the 4 trials were like the 4 areas that make up, a challenge champion. It was first it was the strength trial. Then it was the smarts trial, then the skills trial, and then the food trial. So the steel stomach trial, I should say. So how did you like how the format was of this? That we kind of got out some of those familiar checkpoints early, and then it was more of a straightforward race with a couple of like quick checkpoints mixed in.
I liked it a lot. Not even sorry, not to cut you off. Not even just like for that reason. I liked it because I feel like, especially in like last Challenge USA, like we've seen a lot of times those checkpoints don't really affect anything because then when we get to the end of the first day, everyone just goes to bed and then everyone starts at the same time the next day. So it doesn't really matter what happened in those previous challenges. So at least now it's like, okay, there's a point system. There's, you either get ahead or you have to start late. Like there's a reason for these checkpoints before you get to the big final.
Yeah, it felt like a mix of like different finals that we've seen, but I was very, very happy to see this blend because we certainly have seen like other qualifiers, like, especially in some of the rival seasons where you had like that one where Bananas screwed over Sarah, and you had to have these individual checkpoints, make sure your time was the lowest and everybody else's. So we've seen like little versions of this, but I thought this one worked really well. I liked it. I liked it.
It was definitely. I liked it too. The one part of this that I didn't enjoy, honestly, was the spelling bee. That felt kind of lame to me.
I was like, listen, if spelling is part of the Challenge USA, I can be on the Challenge USA. Like, what is so exciting about watching a spelling bee?
Right. It's not exciting to watch. Since we're talking about the watching thing, I certainly don't want to jump the gun here, but like, if you had to omit anything, I don't know why you didn't omit this, because that overnight portion, I was reading online that there was something else that went on with them standing on some cinder blocks or something like that
Oh,
happened overnight.
really?
Yes, and it was not shown.
Then what the heck?
Right. I could have skipped the spelling bee. I guess you were trying to appeal to different people who, want to have a couple of chuckles and see how stupid they are, but their spelling and such. But I could have done without it. I would have rather see the overnight portion. If you're gonna pick
I
and
don't know why
choose,
there was a spelling bee at all.
because they're idiots, Gina.
Yeah.
And they can't spell.
But this whole game is so overwhelmingly physical. Why all of a sudden now are we like, okay, can you spell this word? It's like, I don't care.
Can you spell the word hello? And I'm like,
no,
my chalk broke, stalling.
Like, no, I can't spell this word. I lift things up and put them down. That is what I do. That is why I'm here. Why are you asking me to spell?
I'm a physical person.
I honestly think I would have preferred just like regular trivia over spelling if you wanted to have a smarts like section. If we had to have this section, yeah, rather than trying to. Although I will say that I did laugh at Corey with his venegancy for vengeance and and some of those other words.
I liked that kept coming back later.
I think I would have had a rough go.
No, I was proud. I would have gotten a perfect score on this. I was proud.
A perfect score.
Proud of myself.
No, there was a word or two that I would have been like, but for the most part, I still wouldn't have ended this thing with like 2 points. Like, isn't that what Corey had? Like 2 or 3,
something like that. Yeah, I think that might have been
real low. Yeah, definitely some number less than the number of fingers I have on each hand. That's for sure. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
And every other trial, though, I actually enjoyed. I liked the strength one. I thought the puzzle that they did. Yeah, that was the strength one, which Corey doubled down on. I should mention, too, each of these trials had a stipulation where if you came in first place, you got a 1-minute advantage. If you came in last place, you got a 1-minute time penalty. But on any of these, you had the option to double down. So if you came in first and you doubled down, you would get a 2-minute advantage. And if you lost, though, 2-minute penalty. Corey lost every single one of these at a 5-minute penalty going into day 2.
Tough watch, Corey.
Yeah. Chris, I thought, had a great strategy in the strength one. He was going for 2 boxes when everyone else was trying to get 3 or 4, and he finished this quick. So Chris was great. Oh man, that the skills one with the puzzle. Watching Corey just line up like 8 diagonals in a row every time he tried to do the puzzle was it's wild.
That actually looked pretty hard. I would have had a rough go with that one. Because I think that I would have psyched myself up with trying to move fast, that I think I would have just made a lot of mistakes and gotten overwhelmed and probably would have started crying.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like I could probably do it if I was just sitting on the toilet, just chilling out or whatever. But like sitting there trying to rush because you're trying to win something, I think that would have freaked me out.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll give him that one. No pass in the spelling, but okay, man.
And okay, so what did we think of the eating challenge on this one? I have the
No.
I have the items. So it was a 4-course meal consisting of a tofu sauerkraut smoothie, worms and crickets, a wasabi cracker stack, and loaded chili truffles. That was our 4-course meal.
Now, the smoothie, what was in this again? It was tofu and who?
Tofu and sauerkraut.
I might have been fine with that. Now, you had to eat everything or just you had to pick
you
things? This is what I was confused.
Yeah, you could push one aside. So like Bananas made a point to say like, during these eating competitions, you never want to eat dry food. So he got rid of the crackers right away, and he went with the smoothie and the bugs and the
bugs are out for me. I don't care how long it takes me to eat everything else.
I got to say, Bananas absolutely killed this. Tori killed it. Was not surprised at all by them winning it. But Fessy was very impressive in this compared to his previous performances in the food portion of these finals. I thought he did great in this.
He's probably been eating mad bugs in the off season. Mad bugs.
Oh.
He's just like, whenever he's sitting outside somewhere and sees a bug, he just picks it up and eats it. So he's just like totally desensitized now.
I hate it.
I hate all that. But I do know you can order bugs online to eat. as we saw from Lewis and Michelle on their podcast, which is something I just feel like we should be doing on a crack night. I'm just going to leave that out there.
You two have fun. I'll judge.
All of a sudden, Gina's sitting out.
Absolutely not.
You've been
Not
eating
for
some
me.
bugs. I want to see you suck down a
Wow.
cricket.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
Oh man.
So was the crackers the one with the wasabi?
Yes. Yeah.
I would have left that. I can't do wasabi. I think I could do a worm before I could do somebody wasabi.
See, I think I would have been okay with that.
Really? Because wasabi's like mad spicy, right? Like burn your
Yeah.
sinus.
Yeah.
I like
Mm-mm.
spicy.
And then the dryness of the crackers too would make things tough. Like,
So gross.
yeah, I think
See,
if
isn't there a
you're
world where you could have like a bug and then like drink some of the tofu and sauerkraut thing and be like, all right, just wash it away.
yeah, and that's exactly what Bananas was doing. He literally had the bowl of like the worms and was just shoveling them into his mouth and then was chasing it with the sauerkraut and tofu smoothie.
that's not a bad strategy, honestly, because tofu and sauerkraut, while not something I would make, those are not two flavors that I'm unfamiliar with or bothered by.
Yeah.
To me, it's
Oh,
the
man.
mental block of the bugs. I would never get past it.
Yeah.
John's birthday
man.
bugs. I don't
Ugh.
know
Oh,
if we
yeah.
have time to get the bugs in a week, but that doesn't mean we have to celebrate on the day. Bugs are available
I'm
for
busy
order
that
every
day.
day.
I'm
False.
busy that
No.
day. Sorry.
False. I'm just gonna send it to your house.
Money wasted. It's going in the garbage.
I'm gonna send you a bag of bugs.
A bag of bugs.
Yeah.
So before we move on to day 2, the 10-mile race portion of this, I put this together for Gina.
I feel like I can get this down until I start hearing gagging and puking. Stop throwing up, Corey. You're making me throw.
I hate you.
Wait,
Oh,
why?
I'm so happy. Michaela's face making no retching sound. Just it's like so good. So
Well,
good.
Michaela had one of my favorite moments in this whole part of the competition too, and I pulled the clip, so here it is.
Corey absolutely killing it. Look at her loving it.
Tori over here acting like she's eating the best meal of her life. This is hard for me. I got standards. I don't have a gas station palate. I'm a high society lady.
Gas station palette is crazy.
Absolutely took me out.
Yeah.
High
The-
society.
and the yes, I'm a high society lady. That was
Oh my
great.
God.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
And I
What a
felt a little
time.
red by that moment. I definitely have a gas station palate. I'll
my
definitely
God.
swing by the Speedway and get a little pre-made sandwich. Come on now. Come on, a little ham and cheese, little cheddar. Come on. Not so bad. Not so bad.
Oh man.
Mm.
But yeah, that eating challenge, it was really something.
Who knows who's puking at this point? There is like a constant symphony of gags happening around me.
I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
leave.
I was like, Gina's gonna hate one of these. 2 of them is gonna
Yes,
be
I
like,
know.
really bad. But once I pull out the 3rd video, Gina's gonna be
Leaving.
pissed.
Do the stream without me.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Got any more?
But that's the end. That's the end of
Okay,
that.
God
That's the end.
damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I guess we should get into this race portion, right? The 10-mile race. So Bananas had a 2-minute advantage. Everyone else, it seemed like, had like a 1-minute advantage. And then Corey had to stand
Except
around
Corey.
for what felt like 20 minutes.
Ooh, that was painful. Yeah.
But yeah, so this was, it felt pretty straightforward. It's like, get the 10-mile distance to the top of this mountain, but we'll have 3 race stations along the way. The first one being throwing axes. And it seemed like Bananas, Fessy, and Chris, right, all pretty much got there at the same time. Bananas and Chris hit their axe and were able to take a shortcut, a 1.2-mile shortcut, which Fessy did not earn, but still tried to take. Do you think it was really an accident? Was he trying to slip one by?
I think it was an accident. I think he knows better than that. That people they'll be watching and they'll be checking.
Yeah.
I think it was an accident.
Yeah. I also loved watching Tori struggle in this.
It's kind of unacceptable that they struggled at all. Like you can go to the New York Renaissance Fair and throw axes for $1. And like,
Yeah.
like, come on, this is truly a carnival game. Like this is no more elevated than get the frog on the lily pad.
Uh-huh.
Like come on now. Like you really should have been a little bit more prepared for this. Just because they got more than one axe, it wasn't like a one and done.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, come
Yeah.
on, come on.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And then I guess really there's not really much else to talk about until we get to the second risk station, which was
Right.
balancing the rocks. Which, while the first risk station was getting a shortcut, the second one was balancing these rocks. And if you successfully completed this, you had to take an ATV for the next mile of the race. Huge advantage.
Huge.
Did you like this risk station?
Some shenanigans on a couple of these calls.
No, I know what you're saying, but I think it's legit. Because it wasn't that you had to balance them perfectly. It was just that you had to balance them enough so that one wasn't on the ground and one was in the air. So even if they were off, but they were both off the ground, like even if it wasn't perfectly
Was
balanced.
that made clear though? Because I feel like I was waiting to see like balance, and then I just saw Chris being like this, and he was like, "All right, take your ATV," and I said, "Wait a second, that is not a balanced scale."
I know. I absolutely had the same thought, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know about this." I was like, "Oh gosh, please don't be favoring my man now. I don't want people to call shenanigans on his potential win."
But there were like 4 of them,
but there
I was
were
like,
some that came after that. I said, "Okay, well, all right. If you're doing for one, then you have to do for everybody else, right?" So at least that. But I kind of agree. That was not clear to me anyway. I definitely thought because Desi had like perfect.
Michaela
Perfect.
too, I think, or someone.
No,
else
Michaela didn't do it.
Bounced.
Michaela didn't do it.
She bounced, which I think
there was someone else that had it like right on.
So that's what I thought you were supposed to be doing.
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, since we're here, what do you think about Michaela's decision? Because there was only 2 balance beams here, and obviously we had I think it was who's the first one there? Chris, right? And then Desi were going at the same time. And Michaela got impatient and decided, I'm just going to take off and hope that Desi gets this wrong, and then I'll have the advantage because I'm ahead of her. Really ended up, I think, costing her the final, Michaela.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of ways, yeah.
Because now she's got people on ATVs passing her, and we saw her get gassed out. Like, I wonder how many other people we might have seen struggle getting to the end if there were more people that weren't successful or that just skipped the that whole checkpoint altogether.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. My mother was of the opinion that Michaela had an attitude, and that's why she didn't wait, and that's why she just ran off. And it's like, all right, I don't know that she had an attitude. My opinion on this was that, like, I feel like you start to get a little anxious. You're like, how long do I wait for the chance to get an ATV? Like, what if I don't actually win it at all? I bungled this whole thing up, and now they're all on ATVs. They done left me, and I'm still walking or running anyway. Like, it's such an impossible decision to make when you only have 2 of them going at once.
Do you think there should have been more of these contraptions?
No.
Do you like that it's only 2?
I love that it was only 2.
Yeah.
Because it forced that situation. I like that people had to make decisions. If everyone just gets a chance to get an ATV, what if everyone gets it? That's the lamest thing.
Yeah.
Who cares about that? We're just watching people ride down the street like, boo. So at least like we had like something to vary here. I just hate the way that it turned out from Michaela. I hate it for her, but from a game point of view, I thought it was a good time.
Oh yeah, definitely entertaining. But yeah, we saw a number of them got it. Desi and Chris got it. We saw Chanel and Corey get it. I think the only 2 that didn't actually were Bananas and Michaela.
Oops.
Yeah, because Fessy and Tori didn't even get to try this risk station. They got there last, and so they were eliminated from the final.
It was nice.
Oh, it felt so good, didn't it? Oh my gosh, I cheered. Oh, I cheered.
I felt bad at first for how much I was smiling, and then I was like, nah.
I also love that like they just run up there and there's just whiteboards being like, sorry, you're out, TJ.
He didn't even wait
It's
to
like,
tell them.
yeah. Yeah.
You took so long that I can't even stay here because there's other people arriving at the next checkpoint. I have to get to it. You're taking way too long. So here's a note.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. We had our third risk station, which was mandatory, which was literally just stacking these blocks from bottom to top with the first person that left all the way up to the last people that had left, by way of elimination prior to the final. So pretty straightforward. Chris got there so early. He was like halfway done with his stack before anybody else showed up. And Chris wins it for the men. Chris Underwood, total underdog all season. I tweeted about this too after. Like,
What a
I
great
don't
arc.
know. Yeah, like how can you say enough about what he accomplished? Like 4
can't.
elimination wins,
You can't.
3 right at the end, all in a row.
Amazing
right?
specimen.
Yeah. Yeah, incredible. 3 in a row, then wins the next 2 daily challenges, and then just dominates the final. And like, oh, incredible.
Literally public
Amazing.
enemy number 1. Everybody was coming for him at every turn.
Yeah. Yeah. Desi Williams, champion for the women. Oh my God.
Do you have any idea how hard it has been to keep a straight face on this very podcast when I knew from day one that Desi was going to win for the women every time John was like, I really hope Desi wins. I was like, don't smile. Don't say anything. Don't make a face. Don't do it.
Oh man.
You did a good job. You did a good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
You did.
I
You really
often
did.
forgot that you knew who won. So
Proud of me.
you did a great job.
I'm using my
Congratulations
acting skills.
to you. Please cast her. Cast
Yeah,
me.
nobody
cast
will book me in a
me.
show, so I have to act on my podcast. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh man.
Wherever we have to get it done.
Right. But yeah, so we had Chris and Desi take home the money as the champions of the game. Corey, honestly, really impressive with how far back he was. Comes in second place.
Yeah.
Along
5-minute
with
penalty.
Yeah. And Chanel comes in second place for the women. So great performance by her.
Yes. Good job,
Yeah.
Chanel. Good job. Yeah.
I also saw, I don't remember if it was on the official challenge podcast, I think it was, that Josh was saying, like, you didn't really see a lot of it on the show, but Chanel had, like, the best social game that he's ever seen from a rookie.
Mm.
You know what? I mean, looking back, like, I absolutely believe it. It didn't matter how many times Cassidy was throwing shade at her. Her name was not coming up in any one of these deliberations. Like, people were not talking about putting her in. People did not really put votes on her. She would get a couple of strays every now and again, but who didn't? You know, no.
I wish we got to see more of it.
Yeah, me too. Bring live feed to the challenge. We need more.
Oh, no, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Of course, Bananas comes in third, which I feel like for him, I feel like for him probably feels like a failure. But like, I feel like every season we turn around and Bananas is at least like top 3 in these games. So super impressive, honestly, for him once again.
He's fine. He won 7 of these. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
We love him.
And
but
Michaela,
come on.
right. And Michaela, as far as I saw, did not get to finish, right? She was disqualified, I think, once the medical situation arose. So unfortunate, but she still gets a third place finish. So
She does. She still did better than Tori.
that's right.
Sure did.
That's what matters.
That's right.
Yes.
And I have to say, like, it was so fun to watch this Strong Girls Alliance all season between Desi, Michaela, and Chanel. And I got to tell you, like, if the 3 of them become challenge regulars, Tori Deal might never win another challenge again.
And what a dream that would be.
Exactly. And the world takes a collective sigh of relief.
Yeah.
I just want to take a moment and think about this final versus USA 1's final.
Oh, God.
Because, wow.
Oh, please.
Night and day.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, no comparison. That's like apples and oranges.
No, yeah, so much better in this one. And I think a lot of it had to do also with being able to run it as an individual.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was so satisfying to see the way that Desi went out in USA 1 and then to watch her take this win.
Yeah. Ugh, so well deserved. Good for her.
Should have been a 2-time champ.
Absolutely.
But speaking of the women that won also, like, seeing how Chris did so well in this, and then knowing that, you know, Challenge 39 that we have coming up next is a battle for a new champion with some, you know, pretty fresh blood in there, people that we've seen, but like still very new to the game. Like, I'm very happy about where we're going with like who the regulars on this show will be going forward. I know that we love our favorites now, the vets like Bananas and Wes and CT and Laurel and, you know, people like that, but like it looks very promising, like for future casts of the challenge, with who's starting to dominate in the game and who's starting to, like, you know, really come into their own.
Yes, we're going in a wonderful direction.
Yeah,
we are.
But all right, anybody have any other thoughts on this final? I think it's time to draft, right?
I'm just so glad that you know, the hyphenation of my name did not go unrewarded, did not go uncelebrated. Thank you for not letting me down, Sir Chris Underwood.
And let's not forget that James, my goodness, that John's original last name was not this one, and then he abandoned ship on his actual.
Yes, listen.
Hold on a second.
You can say what you want about Gina, but she stands by her man.
Hold on here. I have been standing Desi Williams all season.
But that's not the name you picked.
Flowers. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do this draft. Challenge 39. I'm very excited about this cast.
Me too.
All of the pictures are in here.
Okay.
The regular competitors plus our 10 mercenaries who are vets. Not that we're picking them in any way tonight, but just in case anybody wanted to pull up their photograph for any reason. But very exciting. We have 24 competitors in this, so for once we get to draft everybody in a cast.
Everyone.
Nobody
left behind.
I'm scared.
Yeah. Oh my god!
We will.
Excited.
We will be getting to do. Everybody will each have teams of 8. Now, the order, how do we want to do this? Do we want to do it by birthday the same way we did last time?
Well, of the 3 of us, Kyle's the only one that's never picked first.
So
I think Kyle goes first.
Yes, that's definitely fair.
Yeah, you know, I was low-key nervous about the whole birthday thing because I was like, yo, I'm literally never going to get to pick first because Gina and I's birthday is a week apart. So unless we literally do a draft Christmas week, I never get to go first.
Yeah, that's definitely very fair.
Thank you. All right. So how do you want to do this, John? You know, this challenge has always been your thing. Do we want to alternate male-female to kind of, do we have an even number of females to males?
I think it's 12 and 12.
Consider that.
Yeah, I think it's 12 and 12.
Okay.
So you want to do like a female round and then a male round, and then a female round, something like that?
I would be fine with that if you want to do like ladies and then gentlemen and then go back and forth.
Okay. And
didn't
so
consider that when I made my order.
So Kyle's going first. Who wants to go second? Gina, do you want to go second, or do you want me to go second?
Doesn't matter.
How do you want to do this? Let's alternate. Kyle, Gina, John. So man, woman, man. Okay.
Okay.
just like our rounds that we're doing, for the draft.
Okay.
Man, woman, man.
Kyle, you are on the clock.
I am on the clock. All right. Well, the first lady that I am selecting, all right, for Team Petty. Woo, 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 woo. Everybody calm down, calm down. The first person I'm selecting, Berna. Let's go.
Ooh.
Okay.
Very nice. Okay.
Thank you.
Berna, very exciting. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
We previously saw Berna. Yes. Where was the last time we saw Berna again?
Spies, Lies, and Allies, I think.
Spies, Lies, and Allies, right. Okay.
Love her. Fierce woman, fierce competitor. She throws down no matter what situation she's presented with. I am absolutely chuffed to have her as the first lady on Team Petty. All right.
Excellent.
Miss Berna.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gina, you're up. I think I know what you're doing with this one.
I'm sure this will come as a shock to absolutely no one because I chose her the moment the cast list came out before we knew we were doing a draft. So I am obviously going with Olivia as my first pick.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a wonderful selection.
Surprise.
That is a wonderful selection.
You really can't go wrong with an Olivia pick. She is such a beast. Yeah.
She is. I mean, anytime I think of her, I just think of the slingshot and
Oh,
her face just leaking all over the place and
But again,
giving
like,
no shit. She's like, "Do
that's
not
the
send
thing,
me
yeah.
home!" Like,
Yeah.
what?
That's
a
the thing
beast.
is like what stands out to me about that is like she got wrecked worse than I've ever seen anybody in any of these shows, and she was still like, I'm not leaving. You can stitch me up, and I'm still gonna run this final.
Yep. She was more upset that you were sending her home than the fact that her face was leaking.
Mhm.
Yes.
Her face was leaking is a terrible way to word that.
I know that's why you're doing it.
her face is leaking. Oh
Ah,
man.
very good. Very good. Good for you,
Okay.
Gina. Wonderful
Thank
selection.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that leaves John.
I wonder
I'm going.
if John's gonna pick
I'm
first.
going. I'm going with
We
my
already
queen.
know. We already
I'm going
know.
with my queen, of course. Have to. Miss
Uh-huh.
Mariah. Mariah.
Miss Mariah.
Didn't even write her name down on my list because I knew there was
Right.
no point.
I know she's off. If I selected her, I knew that I would get canceled. I'd be fired from the podcast.
Honestly, it would have been really funny if someone else picked her.
That's mean. That's really, really mean. We all know who each other's faves are. Like, be considerate.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to be cutthroat. I mean, we have to decide who we want to be during these drafts. Drafts are new to us. Drafts are new. Who are you? You decide.
All right, round 1 is over. We're moving
Awesome.
to round 2, the first round of men that we'll be selecting. Kyle, you're on the clock.
There's no question. Corey, definitely choosing Corey.
I had a
This
feeling that was
Corey,
happening.
This
Yeah.
is my man. This is my man. Loved him from the beginning. Oh my God. Team Petty would be incomplete without this face. Thank God. Mr. Corey Lay, welcome back to the challenge. We can't wait. Chuffed, chuffed, chuffed.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Corey again too.
Yeah. Thank God.
Good choice.
Absolutely.
Good selection.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Gina, who you got for your round 2 pick?
That is very exciting for me because that
I
means
feel like
that
I
I get
know
to
who this is
claim
gonna be.
Horacio.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Oh, wow.
Honestly,
Also-
we really didn't. Yeah, we really didn't even have to ask you who you
Yeah,
wanted in these 2
that was an
rounds.
obvious call. Yeah.
There's strong selections. Strong selections. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, wait, hold on. How dare you not highlight the fact that Liz said not Queen Mariah? How dare you leave that out?
Hey, she's a queen. She's a queen, you know?
Well,
All right. Who?
she's a duchess
Oh, man.
at best.
A duchess.
A duchess at best. Oh, man.
Love.
Okay. My selection for the men. Oh, God. I'm going to go Emmanuel.
Okay.
Wow. Excellent. Excellent.
Right?
Yeah.
I remember him being in Spies,
Yeah.
Lies, and Allies. I remember him
Excellent.
performing pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see him back. I remember in that trailer, him and like Jordan exchanging some words.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see him back. So I'm going with Emmanuel for my first
Excellent.
first men's pick.
Love him. Love him.
All right.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Round
I already know who I'm
back
going.
to the
So we're back to the ladies, right? We're back to the ladies.
That's correct.
Wait, who was I selecting? Oh, here she is. I am selecting none other than oft underrated, but not to be.
Damn it.
I don't know that you. I don't think you. Who do you think I'm picking?
No, go ahead. You go.
Oh, it's not going to change who I select. I'm just really curious to know.
No,
if
I'll tell you if you're right.
Oh,
after.
well, I'm selecting Melissa.
Oh,
All right,
Oh, that's
Melissa's
not
back.
what I was gonna say.
Right, I didn't think you were gonna get it right. Yeah, Melissa, listen, she's a spicy, fiery young thing with beautiful blonde hair. That's all I need. Look at those eyes. Come on, shutting it down. Miss Melissa. Come on now. Who did you think I was taking?
Well, so who I thought you were taking is who I am now going to claim, which is Michelle.
Michelle Fitzgerald. Huh?
Yeah, she will not be on any Team Petty at any time soon.
Ooh.
But good for you. Good for you. I think she's a good selection. Yeah, she's fine. Mm-hmm.
I got to be honest. I probably would have picked Michelle next if you hadn't picked her.
Really?
So,
okay.
Okay. Who's left for the women?
Yeah, it's starting to get tricky.
Once
you get your front runners out, it's like, okay.
I know.
The middle of the pack is a tough race, I feel.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Nerys.
Okay.
That's a wonderful selection too. She's a beast.
Right?
Yeah, she doesn't play, and I feel like she also has a good understanding of just the social aspect of things too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great. Wonderful.
And I
Wonderful.
guess we finally get to see how Nerys and Horacio hooked up, huh? Because they're
I
now.
have a feeling. I have a feeling there's some tension with her and Olivia too.
Oh,
That'll be
really?
interesting.
I don't know. Just some things that I've seen on social media point to them not being on great terms.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah,
Wow.
that's really
Okay.
interesting. That's interesting.
Something to watch for, certainly.
Yeah.
Next round, back to the men. Kyle.
All right. I'm in a really tough spot because there's like 3 other men that I really do want, and I'm so scared somebody's going to take them. All right. Well, all right. I gotta go Kyland.
Damn it! That was my next
I had a
pick!
feeling.
Yes!
I had a feeling.
I have to. Come on, King Kai.
Dang it.
Listen, our names start with the same 3 letters. Like,
That's true.
this is my guy. I love Kyland. Okay, so really happy to have him on Team Petty. Thank you so much for spending this time with me.
I'm excited to see how he does on this season, because I felt like when he was on Challenge USA Season 1, he was very much lumped into the rest of the Big Brother players. So I'm excited to see him be able to play a game on his own. Like,
absolutely, we had a lot of BB23 runoff, especially with like Alyssa still being miffed about the whole cookout thing, and like she's like, "I need to get revenge," and it's like I understand that, but like Kylan had nothing to do with that. So like, just stop it now. I want to see Kylan play his own game. So yeah, let's see what's going on.
Very nice. All right, Gina, who is your next man?
Oh, we're chipping away at my list. Okay. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. I'm gonna go Kieran.
Wow! Yes, a wonderful selection. Okay, he was certainly on my list.
Wow.
Okay. Good choice. Nothing to say there.
I think, like I said, I was probably gonna pick Michelle if Gina hadn't. So if I can't pick Michelle, I'll pick her ride or die,
Jay. Another one that was on my list too. Yeah, excellent. Jay is one of those people who everyone is always, he's stacking things on this man. Like, he really like just cannot win for losing, right? Everyone's always working against him. So this is going to be exciting too in a game where vets don't have that kind of influence, right? So like in a situation like this, especially when you're dealing with all these new people, he's suddenly like, almost a vet status. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what his social status is in the dynamic here in this game. Because I don't feel like he's ever had a fair shake. I think the fairest he ever got was with Michelle.
Right.
Yeah. Excited to see what he does. Absolutely.
All right. Very nice.
All right. Great.
All right. We're halfway through the draft.
Ooh.
We got 4 picks left each, and we'll go to the women next. So Kyle.
Back to the women.
What do you got?
Okay. Well, there are 2 ladies that are still on my radar, still on my list, but I gotta go Big T.
Oh,
yay! I get so excited when people get mad.
That's who I wanted to pick next. That's like, if he was still there at the end of this round, that's who I was gonna take. Man.
Oh yes. I'm really, really excited to see what she's got coming back, because we were definitely seeing a different version of Big T as these seasons went on. And then, people were very disrespectful to her and kind of put her down, discouraged her a bit, kind of broke that confidence. So, she took that break. But now she's back with something to prove, and you ain't going to be standing in her way. Absolutely not. Big T for the win. Thank you.
Wow, great pick.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thanks for validating me.
Gina, who you got?
I'm going Colleen.
Oh, I knew it. That was
yeah, she was my next one. Yes, winner of the Mole Germany, I believe.
I was really surprised that I got this far with nobody claiming her.
Yeah, she was on the list. It's just, again, it gets tough. It gets really tough. You choose your faves, and you just hope that the other people that you really have enjoyed are still there. I think there's a lot we haven't seen from Colleen. I'm super jazzed she's back. Great pick.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Man, this was a tough round for me. Big T was my first pick. Colleen was my second pick.
Getting smoked, and watch your team is going to be the one that goes to the end. Because that's how it always goes.
I think I'm going to go for my next pick, Zara.
Zara. Okay. Yeah, she's a strong one. She came to us by way of, what was that, Australia, right? Was she on the Australia one, or was she UK?
Remember her, so I feel like she has to be UK. Or was she Australia?
Yeah, I don't remember. Oof,
I don't remember her.
Oof, don't clip this. Don't clip this. Yeah, we don't know things. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see Zara. I did enjoy her. I enjoyed her.
Yeah. I'm almost picking her at this point because I'm less I'm not as excited about anybody else on the list. Like I remember her being pretty good.
Some other people I'm excited about.
Yeah, I've got another girl that I'm happy was not selected because I definitely know that I won her, and I'll get her because yeah.
All right. Well,
I feel like we're looking at the same name.
We might be. Well,
first, we got to get back to the men. So
yes, we do. Ooh, he's keeping us on point. Obviously, no contest. You already know who I'm selecting. My other crush.
Mm-hmm.
I am taking Sir Huey. Okay, thank you very much. Love this man. Love everything he stands for. We love Huey, and that's it. Happy to see him back. I was nervous that we might not get to. Thought he might be done with this whole challenge thing.
I almost didn't bother writing his name on my list because I was like, "This is gonna go."
You're damn
Kyle.
right you shouldn't. You're damn right you shouldn't. Love him. Love Huey. Super excited. Welcome to Team Petty. Oh, so Zara. So Zara really, she was from
UK. Yeah.
Okay, good. I was like, I have no idea who this person is.
And yes, Liz, I did know that he came from Big Brother UK. I don't know anything about his season. I know nothing. Maybe that's something to watch on like a blustery winter weekend. Yeah. But Kyler does have some interesting insight though on Zara, which I do think is interesting. Maybe isolated though, because there's not a lot of built-in connections. Right. That's an interesting thing to explore, and we'll see how that one shakes out. Because like sometimes it's that person that doesn't have a lot of connections that is also like prime real estate to start forming connections with. So not necessarily like a bad situation for Zara, as long as she proves herself as somebody formidable that somebody would want to take a hit for. So let's not count Miss Zara out now.
All right.
Yeah.
Gina, your next pick.
Your next gentleman.
I feel like we might think this is a little out of left field, but I'm gonna go Ed.
I
had a feeling.
Listen, I don't know that Ed is out of left field. I feel like he proved himself a little bit. He just wasn't taken.
Enjoyed him last time.
Yeah, I just feel like he wasn't taken as serious because it was like his first time on it, right? Because he's only played once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Ed does again. Certainly a physical competitor, certainly not one to scoff at, Yeah, I'm jazzed.
Yeah.
Down for it. Congratulations, Team Regino. Absolutely.
So what's funny about this is that this is technically my last pick here. This is my last pick because the next two rounds will be selecting the last three women. And then the next round will be the last three men. So my next two picks after this one will be just whoever's left. So we'll see.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't hate that.
Okay. So who do I want to pick with my last pick? I don't really remember Callum that much. Was he on? He was on a. Was he on a? He was on a different challenge season, right? Was it UK?
I guess. Because that's the one that we just watched in like one day and we paid very little attention.
I didn't even watch that one. So there are a bunch of people on here that I don't know at all. Yeah,
it's only 5 episodes. It's not a hard watch. If you have a blustery winter day, you can bang it out too. Is that who you're selecting?
No.
Damn. Sorry, Callum.
And then is this Asif? Is that how you say his name? Asif? I don't know
I
him either.
guess. Maybe he's from Argentina. Maybe that's why we don't know him.
Chauncey. I don't know if I want to pick Chauncey. All right. I'm going to go with this rando guy, James Locke, that I know nothing about.
James
Sure.
Locke. Listen, we don't have to know things. He does look familiar, though. I don't know why. He's on something
he does look
we
familiar.
watched. He does look
He
familiar.
does look familiar. Yeah.
But yeah, I can't place it. I don't have much to say, but we wish you the best, James. We wish you the best.
Okay.
This the
here we
last
go.
female round?
Uh-huh.
That's correct.
All right, I'm stuck between two ladies.
I feel like it's the same ladies that I'm looking at for mine. Whichever one you don't take is the one that I'm gonna take.
So I think I'm gonna have to go with Jessica. I'm going with Jessica.
Okay.
Yeah, very formidable. If I remember correctly, she's like a kickboxer or a regular boxer, or she's something physical and something violent. And I'm excited to see what she does. Welcome back to the challenge, Jessica.
Right. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, Gina.
Okay, that means that my pick is Hoo-Hooey.
I had a feeling.
Of course it is. Miss Hoo-Hooey. She came to us from Argentina. Oh gosh, that means John is saddled
With Raven.
with Raven. Our deepest apologies.
See, I am unfamiliar with Raven. I don't think I know.
I don't
She was
think
on
you are
Rider,
unfamiliar.
Rider Dies with Johnny
Was
Middlebrook.
she?
Yeah, she was so wrapped up in that
All-Star Shore.
Johnny and Nerys bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not jazzed about her. It's not that I don't think she could be a physical competitor. I don't really know that much about her. All I remember was that drama with that guy, and I was like, "Get out of here! He doesn't care about you, babes." That's just what I remember of her. She comes off to me as unfocused.
I'm expecting big things with the pick that I was given automatically.
I'm expecting big things. Number
for
one.
Liz in the chat, Jessica was from Australia.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I remember her. I just don't remember where I remember her from. But yeah, I like her.
All right. And we're down to our final round. The men. 3 men left. So let me know who I'm taking. Let me know.
Well, I don't know who you're taking because that's actually up to Gina. I know that I am taking Chauncey.
That's who I was going to take.
Yeah, I'm taking Chauncey. I like Chauncey. And I think that he was a little held back by the Amber B stuff last time because I feel like not to necessarily hurt his game, but I don't know enough about what his game would be without Amber. You know, I don't think she damaged it, but we don't really know Chauncey outside of her. So I'm excited to see what's going on. I have faith.
Okay. All right. Gina, your final pick.
You know, the problem is I don't know either of the men who are left.
Right.
I guess I'll go with Callum.
Okay. All right. Callum has been selected after the false alarm earlier. All right. We're excited to see what you're about, sir. Many, many tattoos.
So many tattoos.
Which means that my pick is Asaph.
Yeah. Okay. We don't know you.
Yeah.
Gorgeous hair, though. Did you look at that hair? Just want to run my fingers through it. That's all I know.
I gotta say, I got most of my short list.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with my team. I'm very pleased.
Let's. I'm just gonna run down the teams quick. Let me know if anything sounds wrong because I'll make the graphics then.
Yeah,
so Kyle
made a list.
Yeah, Kyle picked first. You got
straight
Berna.
Straight bangers. Yeah.
So Berna, Corey, Melissa, Kyland, Big T, Huey, Jessica, Chauncey.
Oh my gosh. Fucking fire.
All correct?
Yep. All correct. 100%.
Okay. Gina
Mhm.
picked Olivia, Horacio, Michelle, Kieran, Colleen, Ed, Huhui, and Callum.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that team.
Great team. Great team.
And then my team is Queen Mariah, Emmanuel, Nerese, Jay, Zara, James, and then I was given Raven and Aesop.
Oh, he's gonna make sure we are
I was
reminded that
given.
of every single step of the way. I was given.
No, that's it. I'm happy with my team, even the people that like I had no say in who I got. I think we're gonna be a great force to be reckoned with, you know?
Hell yeah. These are awesome teams.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Awesome
I'm
teams.
excited.
Yeah. And Gina, you have not been spoiled this time.
I know nothing about nothing.
Good. We want to make sure that
Could
we
you
keep-
imagine I was doing this whole draft knowing how it happens?
we would just remove you from the chat.
Yeah. Um,
I'm
Wow.
really jazzed. And it starts this week. It starts Wednesday.
I know it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Up, Liz is betting on Gina's team.
Wow.
Okay.
That's excellent.
Um,
That's also fair. You're right, Kyler. Troy won his season, so he can't be here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, he could have been a mercenary, I guess.
That's a stretch.
I don't know if he's known enough
Right.
for that.
But we had Kaz. She's on it as a mercenary, and she won the same thing as Troy. It was the
No,
Challenge World Championship, wasn't it?
did Troy win the world championship?
Or did he only win the season 1 of Challenge
No,
USA?
I
not
think
USA. No, it
I
was
think
the
he
World
won
Championship.
Australia. No, he won Australia, which got him into
And
the
then
world
lost
championship.
the World Championship.
I think it
Okay.
was Jordan and Kaz.
So I'm just an idiot. That's right. You're totally right. I'm a complete moron.
You're not a complete moron. We were inundated with a lot of challenge all at once. For years, no one was talking about it. It's like our secret little thing. And then all of a sudden, we get like international versions of it all within the same 6 months. Like,
Right.
yeah, like, come on.
No, you're correct. You're correct, Gina.
Nice.
But okay. Anybody have anything else on Challenge USA? You know, the final or Challenge 39? I know we got to get out of here for Big Brother. So
Listen, Big Brother sucked this week. I wouldn't mind
Oh my
taking
gosh.
like it did. It sucks. I mean, that's going to literally be a 20-minute conversation. Like, honestly, isn't it? I wouldn't mind just running down each one of these mercenaries and just giving a quick, like, what do we think? Are we excited? Like, the mercenaries are certainly worth talking about. You know, these are a lot of champs, obviously. But
I'm down for that
icons,
too. And
icons.
in my mind, when thinking about this stream, if we were, I had been thinking about that. I would love to, after we draft our teams, ask like, who's the mercenary you're most excited about? That's going to be here because we have Kara coming in, who hasn't been around for a while.
I don't know Kara yet.
Let's run through these.
What a shame.
Yeah,
all right,
we got Pirate Brad.
I like.
Actually,
Brad.
he looks like he's just like rolled in from his biker gang meeting.
Oh my gosh. What is that name of that biker gang that's like on Long Island? What do they call? Oh God. Hell's Angels or something like that. Maybe they're not just Long Island. Maybe they're just everywhere. But like, yeah, Hell's Angels. That's what he looks like. I'm always excited to see Brad. I don't have a problem with this man.
I don't either.
The only issue with him was
yeah.
ever when he was dating that girl Brittany, and I just thought that was like very strange. Like other than that, like I like Brad.
I feel like Brad brings back memories from like old seasons. So like it's always good to see him, even if
Classic
he doesn't always
nostalgia.
do the best. Yeah,
right. Mm-hmm,
mm-hmm. Kara.
Fun. I've been waiting for years for the return of Kara Maria.
So now remind me why she's been gone for so long.
We don't know why.
I thought there was some kind of a falling out situation.
I
don't know, like there's speculation, but
right. I don't know like the real reason. It seemed like she kind of got with Paulie, and like when Paulie was like kind of blackballed from the challenge, she seemed to kind of go with. That's really the most I know. I like Kara. She is a fierce competitor. I love Kara. Sorry, I love that lady. I'm super jazzed that
I
she's
agree.
back. I can't wait. I'm actually disappointed a little bit though, because when I had heard that she was going to be on 39, I thought she was going to be in an actual playing capacity, like not just as a mercenary. So I'm a little disappointed that's what it is. I know she's back for All Stars 4.
I was gonna say she's on like that Lost season.
Yeah, exactly. We have no idea when that's coming. So like it almost makes me feel like it's not. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, but definitely jazzed to see her back.
Yeah.
You saw what Kyler said? This is why we don't see Kara. Because Tori can't beat her. Listen, honestly, that is fucking facts, okay? Because Kara would wipe the floor with her like she was somebody's dirty mop, okay? Get the hell out of here. That is so fucking true. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
100%.
Oh.
100%.
And Liz added that she talks some shit about production a lot on social media. I think that has something to do with it. That probably did. That probably did. Okay.
All right.
Okay. And Paulie threatening violence. We don't like to talk bad about Paulie.
Well, we know, we saw him on this season of Challenge USA, and that was something we talked about was, his arc. CT is back as a mercenary.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. I'm never opposed to a CT sighting.
Absolutely. I think the last time we saw him as like a mercenary, right, was the banana backpack. Was that like the last time that he was like in a mercenary position, sort of?
The last time I remember, oh my gosh, carried that sorry man out of there like a toddler.
But I'm always excited to see CT.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Yes.
Another legend right here, Darrell.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. Never opposed to a Darrell sighting either.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Very this good. Next one though. This next one.
Yeah, I don't really care.
No.
Care
Boo.
about this.
Who cares?
Over it.
Yeah. Whatever.
And then we've got Jordan.
Love it. Love it.
See, I'm over Jordan too, and I know that I have a very different view of him than you guys do. I get that. I've seen a different Jordan than you guys have seen, but I'm over it.
I wonder, like, are we only going to see these mercenaries, I wonder, like, when they come out for an elimination? Like, I'm assuming they're not, like, in the house with them, like, just hanging out, right? And then they're like, oh, it's elimination time?
Right.
Like, I'm assuming they're going to be somewhere else. Because, like, we have Jordan and Tori as part of these mercenaries. Like, if we start having, cutaways to Jordan and Tori drama, and they're not even part of the game,
I will
get
stop
out
watching.
of here.
Oh, no. I totally forgot that Tori had any involvement in this. I thought we were Tori free.
Never.
I bet we won't really see the mercenaries outside of eliminations. That's my guess.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
No.
So.
Mercenary.
Yeah. Casey Clark is back.
No reaction.
Nothing. Wow.
Wow.
Well, okay. All right. I mean, now correct me if I'm wrong. Listen, I like Casey. I'm definitely a Casey fan. But are we going to sit here and really say that she should be a mercenary? Like, is she really one to come in here and eliminate people? That's not what I associate her with. Like, I think that she's wonderful in challenges. I don't associate her with being an elimination queen. And I could be wrong.
I feel like every season that I've seen her in, she hasn't even been in an elimination.
Right. And like, and that means even if she did see one, then it wasn't really something that was like, when we see mercenaries in the past, it's like, the music comes on, they walk in slow motion into the arena, it's like, dun, 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 dun. And like, is that what we're gonna get from Casey? It's like, I don't know. I don't really feel like doom is on the way. That's all. It doesn't mean she's not a fierce competitor. I just don't, in a mercenary fashion and function. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess we'll see.
I hear you. Up next, we have Kaz, who we mentioned earlier. I'm excited to see Kaz again. Fresh face, and she doesn't seem to ever lose. So.
Right. Fresh face. Still, I guess, a little bit more formidable than a Casey. But again, I also don't really associate her in that mercenary fashion. I still think she's a little bit too new to us.
Well, I was going to say, we've also only, because she's from Argentina. Oh, UK. So yeah, I've only seen her once then. Well, because I knew it was one of the 2 seasons I didn't watch.
It was the way you delivered it. See some origin, as if there was a way to correct that if it wasn't right. Like you can't save it. Like once you said origin,
I knew
it's
it was
gone.
one of the 2 seasons I didn't watch. Okay, I just picked the wrong one.
That's just very funny. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm certainly. I put her in the same boat as Casey. I'm excited to see her back, but like, mercenary feels like a stretch. Not that anyone else said mercenary. Did they actually use that word? We've assigned that.
That's
They
how
just
I've
said
seen
you
them
need
referred to online.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I don't know if like the website that I read the article on when the cast was announced was just using that word. Maybe it's not the official language of the show. Maybe it's just the website that I happen to
I've been
pick.
seeing them called like contenders and challengers is how I've seen it. Like the people who are actually competing are the contenders, and the challengers are the people coming in for elimination.
Yeah, I will take it under that title. Then I can accept like a Casey and a Kaz. But like otherwise, if we're talking about in the fashion that CT had took out bananas in that was that Cutthroat, I think it was, or the Inferno, whatever it was. Like I don't know, not quite on the same level. But the next one.
I'll pull up the next one. Who's the next one?
I thought
I'm
John
getting
was like,
there.
I thought he was prepared. I thought it was one of those things that's going to line up perfect.
right as you said that, I was reading something. But yeah, Laurel. Very excited for Laurel.
Very
Always
excited.
for Laurel.
Look at that face. That is what she looks like when she walks into the arena. She is ready to fuck you up. And I can't wait for it.
Given the way that you spoke about her during the season, we also have we've seen very different Laurels. Because I remember the only season that I've seen her, you guys were like, that's not Laurel.
It wasn't.
So like, I don't really know Laurel.
Yeah, I want the Laurel I used to know. The Laurel of yesteryear.
And you know what's funny? Like, because Laurel and Cara, have a history. That's like one of the few relationships on the mercenary side that I actually would be interested in seeing how they interact. And I don't know if we'll ever get that, but
in the mercenary house.
Yeah. And then last and certainly least,
could have skipped.
Last and certainly least.
Yeah.
Over it with a capital O.
God.
Yeah. Who cares?
Yep, there she is.
Ugh.
She's
is
in the
she
show
also
too.
The only one wearing earrings. And she's got a piercing, not quite the same. Kaz. Oh, I guess she's got something.
That's an earring.
Too. Yeah, I guess she's got something there too. Cara. I don't think she would.
She's got a whole bunch of stuff happening.
Yeah. All right. Well, whatever.
She's got like a Captain Jack Sparrow thing going on, Cara.
She certainly does.
But yeah. All right.
Right.
Anybody have anything else challenge related? I think that's it, right? What do we have coming up tonight? Just a couple of minutes. We'll be jumping over to do Big Brother 25. So follow us over there and hang out with us for another 45 minutes to an hour or so, probably, right? Or maybe less. I don't know. Wasn't much to talk about this week. So
do over week.
Yeah. And then Thursday.
I was like, we will talk for 10 minutes.
Yeah. And then Thursday, 11:15 p.m., right? Eastern time. We'll be wrapping up the week of Big Brother 25. And that's the rest of the week. So check us out on the socials at Strat Chat Pod. Find us everywhere, including Blue Sky. Give us a like, a comment, a subscription, all that. And I think that's it. We will see you soon.
In less than 10.